At the beginning of the drama, we see the female lead Shu Yu, who is a director of an operations department and is very talented. Shu Yu was doing her work along with having breakfast when she gets a call from her boyfriend, whose name is Yun Shi. They both had been in a relationship for the last 10 years. Yun Shi had become a very famous financial lawyer. He often tells Shu Yu, "Quit your job and get married," but she always ignored him. In the next scene, Lingay had come to the company with his director Wang. Lingay is the vice president of a very big company. Just then, Shu Yu was also passing through the same place. Shu Yu gets a call from her boss, so she intentionally hangs up, but Lingay sees her. In the next scene, Shu Yu collides with a person. That person pushes Shu Yu onto Lingay, but Lingay supports her, and Shu Yu's lipstick gets on his shirt. Shu Yu starts to clean it, but Lingay ignores her and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu gets a message from her friend Feng, who tells her, "Your boyfriend Yun Shi is cheating on you." And she also sends Shu Yu a picture in which Yun Shi is with a girl. Hearing this, Shu Yu breaks down, because she loved Yun Shi very much and couldn't even imagine something like this about their 10-year relationship. Now, Shu Yu goes to the washroom to relax herself when she gets a call from Yun Shi, who asks her to go for dinner at night. So Shu Yu also says yes to him. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to dinner, and Yun Shi again makes false promises to her saying, "I will keep you happy," and also apologizes for his mistakes. Then Shu Yu tells him, "I have found out about your affair," and she throws wine in his face and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu, being upset, goes to a bar, and this bar belongs to Lingay. Shu Yu plays a game there. The rule of this game is that whoever crosses the high score can make any request to the previous record maker, but Shu Yu doesn't know this. While drinking, she crosses the high score. Just then, Lingzay's friend comes and tells her the rule: whoever crosses the high score can make any request to the previous record maker. And Lingzay himself arrives there. He had made this score. Actually, Lingzay was also a guitarist and singer who sometimes performed at the bar. Now, being sad, Shu Yu had drunk a lot, due to which she was unconscious. Just then, Lingzay comes there and takes her with him. Now Lingzay asks Shu Yu for her home address, but Shu Yu didn't want to go home. She was very upset, so she starts telling Lingzay her whole story. "What all happened with me?" Hearing this, Lingzay starts to console her, but Shu Yu doesn't listen to him and tells Lingzay, "You have to agree to everything I say." In the next scene, Shu Yu wakes up and finds out that she slept in a hotel all night and Lingzay was also there. All of Shu Yu's clothes were scattered, and she is surprised to see all this, because she didn't remember anything that happened to her at night. In the next scene, Lingzay goes to the company with his manager, Wang and Feng. Shu Yu is shocked to see Lingzay. She didn't know that Lingzay was the new vice president here. Now they look at each other and react as if they have never met before. Now the meeting starts, and Lingzay is quite impressed by her way of working. After the meeting ends, Mr. Jai tells Shu Yu, "Accompany Lingzay outside." When Shu Yu goes to see Lingzay off, Lingzay repeatedly teases her about what happened that night, but Shu Yu ignores his words and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to the same bar where she met Lingzay. Shu Yu gives an envelope to Lingzay's friend, telling her, "Please give this to Lingzay." The envelope contains the hotel money that Lingzay had asked her to give. In the next scene, at Yun Xi's request, Shu Yu goes to meet him. Yun Xi tries hard to convince Shu Yu, but Shu Yu doesn't agree with his words at all. In the next scene, Shu Yu meets Lingzay and tells him, "Forget about what happened that night." But Lingzay, instead of agreeing to her, starts teasing Shu Yu about the night's events. In the next scene, Lingzay's manager Wang meets Si Yu, who is the daughter of a very big businessman. Si Yu liked Lingzay a lot. In the next scene, when Shu Yu goes home, her younger brother Shu Wei returns after 4 years, having completed his graduation. He tells Shu Yu, "I completed a 5-year graduation in 4 years, and I received offers from many colleges for a master's degree, but I rejected them all and came home, because he wanted to work in the art field, but his dad didn't want this." In the next scene, Si Yu calls Lingzay's friend Lisa and tells her to organize a mask party at the bar, requesting, "Make sure Lingzay performs at the party." In the next scene, Feng comes to Shu Wei's house because Feng and Shu Yu had been together since school time, so she knew Shu Wei well too, and Shu Wei also liked Feng, but Feng didn't know this. Feng here requests Shu Yu to go to the mask party because she was thinking Shu Yu should find a good partner for her life. In the next scene, Shu Yu and Lisa go to the mask party. Lingzay also comes there. Now, everyone is given a special number. Then, Lisa and Si Yu announce the 2 numbers selected will be today's special couple. Yu had planned all this beforehand. Now, Lisa draws two numbers from it. Numbers 71 and 99 come out, one of which Yu and Lingay have. Yu is happy at first because she has number 99, but she mistakenly puts in number 66. Number 99 was received by Feng, so she exchanges her number with Shu Yu and tells Shu Yu, go forward. On the other hand, Lingay also wanted to stay away from all these things, but his friends didn't listen to him. Now when Lingay and Shu Yu take off their masks, they are shocked to see each other. Lisa then ties their hands together and tells them, perform. Lingay now holds Shu Yu's hand and makes her play the guitar. Shu Yu was finding all this very strange. In the next scene, Shu Wei was also standing outside, waiting for the party to end. He had come for Feng because he knew she would drink a lot. After the party ends, Shu Yu tells Shu Wei to drop Feng home, where Feng, in a drunken state, tells him about Yunxi. Now Lingay calls Shu Yu and asks her to come. Now Shu Yu goes to meet him, and Lingay wanted to clarify to her what actually happened that night. He tells Shu Yu everything. Then we see a past scene of how Shu Yu, in a drunken state, crying, told Lingay her whole story and also told him, what all didn't I do for my boyfriend? And I loved him so much. After hearing all this, Lingay became a little sensitive towards her, so he couldn't see Shu Yu like that. Then Shu Yu throws water on Lingay and roams around him. Annoyed by Shu Yu, Lingay tries to make her sleep on the bed, but Shu Yu doesn't let go of him. Because of this, Lingay was now on top of her. Now Shu Yu pushes him to remove her hand, and accidentally Lingay falls on top of her, and they end up kissing. Then Lingay goes to another room to dry his clothes. When he returns, he sees Shu Yu had thrown her belongings and clothes here and there and had gone to sleep under a blanket. Now, in the present scene, Lingay clarifies everything and removes the misunderstanding. Then Lingay asks, how did you come to meet me so easily today? So Shu Yu starts making an excuse. I just wanted to pay for the hotel room and also wanted to clear everything up. Then Shu Yu says, let's keep a distance between us. But Lingay knew. Somewhere, Shu Yu didn't want to do this. So Lingay asks Shu Yu about this, but Shu Yu doesn't give any answer to this and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to her house, where Feng tells him, why did I drink so much? I was very upset because I haven't found a good guy yet. Now Shu Wei remembers those moments when Feng got divorced and was very upset. She had said, I will not celebrate my 30th birthday alone, and I will find a good guy for myself before turning 30. Shu Wei was very concerned for her, so he completed his 5-year graduation in 4 years so that he could celebrate Feng's 30th birthday with her. In the next scene, the shooting starts, but the candidate selected for the main act refuses to do it. So Shu Yu calls Lingay and asks him to do the act, but Lingay refuses. On the other side, the director rejects all the candidates, thinking none of them seemed suitable for the act. Just then, Lingay arrives there. The director is surprised to see him, thinking he is very handsome. Now, Shu Yu also understands Lingay is also joking with me. Both look at each other and smile. Then the shooting starts. After the shooting ends, Shu Yu says thanks to Lingay, and Lingay asks for a treat in return for his help. In the next scene, Lingay and Shu Yu go for dinner. Just then, Shu Yu gets a call from Mr. Zai, and she starts talking to him. Then, Lingzay's gaze falls on Shu Yu's legs because Shu Yu was wearing a very short dress, and Lingay didn't like that everyone was looking at her like that, so he takes off his coat and covers Shu Yu's legs. Seeing all this, Shu Yu feels awkward and doesn't understand what to say to Lingay. Now they are having dinner when Si Yu sees them and takes a photo of Shu Yu because she thought Shu Yu was dating Lingay. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes home and her mom and dad have also returned home. They had gone out for a few days. Shu Yu's dad was a professor, so Shu Yu and Yunxi were his students. Shu Yu's dad trusted Yunxi a lot. He thought Yunxi was a very good boy. In the next scene, when Shu Yu's dad goes to her room, he understands by looking at Shu Yu's face. There must have been some problem between Yunxi and Shu Yu. Dad thought Yunxi is the perfect partner for Shu Yu. So he tells Shu Yu, talk and solve the whole matter because he didn't want a breakup-like situation to arise between them. In the next scene, Shu Yu meets Yunxi. Hearing his words, she becomes very emotional, and Shu Yu thinks, I should give Yunxi another chance because I don't want to let go of 10 years of my life like this. In the next scene, Feng finds out about Shu Yu's decision and tells her not to, but Shu Yu doesn't listen to her. In the next scene, Lingay and Shu Yu are talking in the office when Yunxi comes there to attend a meeting, so he also brings snacks for Shu Yu. Shu Yu now introduces Yunxi to Lingay. Then, Yunxi tells him, Shu Yu is my girlfriend. Lingza didn't know that Yunxi was her boyfriend, and he felt strange hearing Yunxi's words because he didn't think that Shu Yu would patch up with him. After Yunxi leaves, Lingza angrily tells Shu Yu, congratulations, because he didn't think Shu Yu's decision was right at all. Shu Yu tells him, you don't need to worry about me. In the next scene, Si Yu comes to meet Shu Yu and starts shouting in front of everyone, but Shu Yu takes her to the washroom and says, I have no interest in Lingzai. But Si Yu doesn't believe her at all and leaves after warning her. Now, while coming out of the washroom, Shu Yu twists her foot and injures it. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to give a file to Lingzai. Lingzai sees her limping and asks her, how did you get this injury? And says, go to the doctor. But Shu Yu doesn't listen to him, so Lingzai forcibly takes her to the hospital. In the next scene, Shu Yu is sitting in the hospital. She had a small fracture in her ankle, due to which she couldn't wear heels. Just then, Lingzai brings shoes and food for her. He had found out that all this happened because of Si Yu, so he says sorry to Shu Yu. Lingzai was very worried about Shu Yu. He didn't like seeing her in pain. Now Lingzai starts to put shoes on Shu Yu. At first, Shu Yu stops him, but then she doesn't say anything. Just then, Shu Yu gets a call from Yunxi, and he asks her to pick him up from the hospital. So Shu Yu tells Lingzi, you should leave. Now Shu Yu waits for Yunxi for a long time, but he doesn't come. Then, Yunxi messages Shu Yu, I am busy with work. As soon as I am free, I will come to pick you up. Now Shu Yu starts waiting for him outside the hospital, but Lingzai was watching all this because he was very worried about Shu Yu and knew that Yunxi didn't care much for Shu Yu. So he takes his car and comes to Shu Yu and asks her, where is your boyfriend? Because Shu Yu wanted to stay away from him, she tells him, Yunxi will come to pick me up soon. Saying this, she starts to walk away, but Lingzai gets out of his car and forcibly picks Shu Yu up and puts her in his car because he knew Shu Yu wouldn't listen to him. In the next scene, at Shu Yu's request, Lingzai drops her off at the office for overtime work. Now Shu Yu says thanks to Lingzai and asks, let's have lunch together. In the next scene, Shu Wei also takes Feng to dinner, and he had many things in his mind about Feng, but he couldn't propose to her. Now he was completely sure that he loved Feng. In the next scene, Yunxi sends crabs for Shu Yu and her team, which makes Shu Yu think this dish should also be given to Lingzai, because he had helped a lot. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to give crabs to Lingzai. Si Yu, original text says Lin Si, assuming Si Yu for consistency or it's another character. Keeping Si Yu if it's consistently used for her, or Lin Si if this is a new distinct character. For now, assuming typo for Si Yu as she is an established character. If script meant Lin Si, translator would need to clarify. Let's proceed with Si Yu for now, and note if Lin Si appears again distinctly. Had also come to meet Lingzai. Seeing the crabs, Lingzi becomes a little distressed and refuses to take them, and leaves from there without saying anything, which Shu Yu doesn't like. In the next scene, Lingzi goes to Shu Yu, but Shu Yu ignores him. So Lingzi forcibly takes her to the storeroom and tells her, I refuse to take the crabs because my mom used to make them, and after mom's death, I never ate crabs again. Shu Yu understands his point. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to meet Lingzai, and Wang tells her, Lingzai has gone swimming. So Shu Yu also reaches there because she needed Lingzai's help on a project. Now Lingzai, instead of saying yes, starts approaching her because Shu Yu had told him to stay away. Shu Yu doesn't understand. What should I do? So she starts to step back and falls into the pool. Now Lingzai quickly jumps into the pool and lifts Shu Yu in his arms and brings her out because Shu Yu didn't know how to swim. In the next scene, Feng goes on a blind date and talks to many guys. Just then, Shu Wei also comes there, and Feng scolds him and makes him sit aside. Finally, after talking to many guys, Feng likes a guy and goes for a walk outside with him. Shu Wei also follows them. At first, the guy talks nicely to Feng, but then he starts to harass her. As soon as Zhu Wei sees this, he reaches there and beats up that guy. In the next scene, Feng takes Zhu Wei to her house and applies medicine to him. Then Feng tells him, I want to get married again because my ex-husband is also getting married, and I want to find a partner even better than the one my ex-husband got. Even seeing her in this state, Shu Wei can't confess. In the next scene, Shu Yu was watching Lingzai's ad shot on the screen, but then Shu Yu's foot twists and she sprains her ankle. Just then, she gets a call from Yunzi, who had come to pick her up. On the other side, Wang tells Lingzi, Shu Yu has gone to see the ad. Now Lingzi calls Shu Yu, but her phone was off, so Lingzi starts to worry a lot about her. So he quickly reaches Shu Yu, where they both sit for a while without talking to each other. Then Lingzi holds her hand and brings her downstairs because she couldn't walk properly due to the sprain. Then Lingzi also says, I will help with the project. Hearing this, Shu Yu is happy and says, thanks to him. As they reach the ground floor, Yunxi was already there. In the next scene, on the way, Yunxi tells Shu Yu, "I don't like you going near Lingay at all, so stay away from Lingay." Then, he forces Shu Yu to go to dinner with him. Shu Yu has to go with him unwillingly. In the next scene, as soon as they reach the dining area, Lingay and Mr. Luo, who is the company president, are already there. In the next scene, Wang tells Si Yu, Yunxi is Shu Yu's boyfriend. Hearing this, Si Yu is very happy. In the next scene, Yunxi is showing off in front of Lingay, saying, "Shu Yu is my girlfriend." Lingay was noticing Shu Yu the entire lunchtime. He sees Yunxi didn't know Shu Yu's likes and dislikes at all. When Yunxi puts a mustard piece on Shu Yu's plate, she puts it aside. Seeing this, Lingay says, "I like a girl who doesn't like mustard." Hearing this, Shu Yu intentionally eats the mustard piece, but she doesn't like it at all. So Lingay understands that Shu Yu is doing all this intentionally. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to the washroom, and Lingay also follows her. He had also gotten a little drunk because he didn't like seeing Shu Yu in this state, so he had drunk a lot. Now Lingay tries to make her understand. Don't force yourself like this. But Shu Yu tells him, "Stay away." Just then, Yunxi also comes there looking for Shu Yu. Hearing his voice, Shu Yu starts to hide Lingay. Lingay also hides with her. Shu Yu couldn't come out because Yunxi had arrived there and was checking each washroom one by one. But when he is about to check the last washroom, Yunxi gets a call and leaves from there. As soon as he leaves, Shu Yu gets angry and leaves from there. Now, Lingza feels sorry to see Shu Yu's life getting ruined because he cared for her a lot and also liked Shu Yu. In the next scene, Lingza meets Shu Yu and says, "Sorry for what happened that night." Shu Yu tells him, "Maintain distance." Lingzai unwillingly says, "Yes." In the next scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to a restaurant, but Feng's ex-husband and his girlfriend are also there, seeing whom Feng starts to feel uncomfortable. Seeing this, Shu Wei understands that Feng is not feeling good, so he introduces himself as Feng's boyfriend, and they leave from there. Feng feels a bit better due to Shu Wei's attitude. In the next scene, Yunxi introduces Shu Yu to his mom. His mom was also thinking about their marriage, so Yunxi's and Shu Yu's parents were forcing Shu Yu to get married, but Shu Yu was still confused about whether to marry Yunxi or not. In the next scene, Shu Yu calls Yunxi to a restaurant. Shu Yu was waiting for him, but Yunxi didn't want to go there because he knew Shu Yu will ask him for time to think. So he tells Shu Yu this lie, "I am busy with work." But Shu Yu understands because he never scheduled meetings in the evening. So Shu Yu clearly tells Yunxi, "I understand now, you intentionally don't want to talk to me." Yunxi doesn't give any answer to her words and cuts the call. Shu Yu is very hurt by his behavior. In the next scene, Shu Yu is carrying products when it starts raining, and all the products fall from Shu Yu's hands and she doesn't have an umbrella. Just then, Lingzai comes there with an umbrella and starts picking up the products with her. Then they both go to a shelter together. Lingzai and Shu Yu are very close to each other but can't say anything. They don't understand what to say, so they stand there silently the whole time. In the next scene, Shu Yu finds out Lingzai and Mr. Luo had a car accident. As soon as she hears this, she goes to the accident site and is very worried about Lingzai. Shu Yu can't see Lingzai anywhere, so she calls him. Lingzai didn't know that Shu Yu was there, so he tells her, "I am perfectly fine and I am not hurt." But then he hears the sound of an ambulance on her phone, which was passing by her, from which he understands that Shu Yu is there. Shu Yu starts to leave from there, so Lingza gets out of the car and calls her loudly. Now Lingza sees Shu Yu and hugs her. Shu Yu also feels a little relieved to see him. For a while, she also hugs Lingza, but then Shu Yu remembers that it's not right to be so close to Lingzai, so she leaves from there. Now Lingzai also decides, "I will maintain distance from Shu Yu and will wait for her until she comes to me of her own will." In the next scene, Shu Yu meets Yunxi and breaks up with him. Then Shu Yu goes home and tells her mom and dad everything. Hearing her, dad gets angry with Shu Yu. Just then, Shu Wei also arrives there, heavily drunk. His dad also gets angry with Shu Wei because drinking was not considered good in their culture. Dad now forces Shu Yu to patch up with Yunxi and tells her, "If you don't come home." Then Shu Yu leaves from there and Shu Wei also follows her and tells her the whole story. "I completed my graduation in 4 years because I wanted to celebrate Feng's 30th birthday." In the next scene, Shu Yu, while going to the office with Feng, tells her about the breakup, and Lingzai overhears this. So he gives Feng the day off so she can stay with Shu Yu. Feng now goes to meet Shu Yu, and Shu Yu tells her Shu Wei completed his graduation in 4 years because he wanted to celebrate your birthday with you. Hearing this, Feng is surprised that Shu Wei remembers something from so many years ago. Now they are talking when Shu Yu gets a call from Shu Wei, and he tells her, "Dad found out about me." Shu Yu knew her dad would scold him a lot, so she sends Feng to her house. Thus, Feng goes home and saves Shu Wei. In the next scene, Lingze was going home in the evening when he sees Shu Yu outside the company, who was having a stomachache. Seeing her, Lingze, without saying anything, picks her up and puts her in the car. In the next scene, Shu Wei's dad also kicks him out of the house. He goes from there to a friend's studio because he had no other place to stay. In the next scene, Shu Wei was unwell but was still teaching children. Seeing this, his friend clicks a photo and sends it to Feng. Seeing the photo, Feng reaches the studio. In the next scene, Lingze makes a deal which requires him to take a leave from the company. Lingze is now sad and remembering his memories. Now we see a past scene where Lingze had participated in a school competition and the police take his dad away. Now we see the present scene where Lingze goes to Shu Yu. She is very happy and dancing because she had bought a new apartment. Then, seeing Lingze, she gets back to her work. Then Lingze goes to her and says, "My mood is not good today, and I will spend the whole day with you." Hearing this, Shu Yu also gets emotional and takes him to a park. They both have a lot of fun here. Then Lingze tells her the reason for his bad mood, and Shu Yu says, "You made the absolutely right decision." But Lingze doesn't tell anything about his family. In the next scene, Feng takes Shu Wei to her house and says, "You can stay at my house?" Hearing this, he is very happy. Just then, Shu Yu also comes there because she had also been living at Feng's house for so many days. Then, Shu Yu tells Feng about Lingze. In the next scene, Feng and Shu Wei go to set up Shu Yu's new apartment. Now, Lingze is doing his work when he starts hearing very loud music. Actually, it was Shu Yu, Feng, and Shu Wei who were having a lot of fun. They didn't know the house Shu Yu bought is next to Lingze's house. Lingze didn't know that Shu Yu had come to live there, so he complains about them. The next day, Lingze complains again because she had left some boxes in the apartment's gallery. Now Shu Yu is removing those boxes when Lingze comes out, and both are surprised to see each other. Lingze was very happy inwardly, but Shu Yu was not in the mood to be his neighbor. In the next scene, she tells Feng about this. Feng takes her for a swim. They didn't know that Lingze had also come there. Shu Yu felt very uncomfortable seeing Lingze and tried to ignore him. Feng starts swimming. Since Shu Yu didn't know how to swim, she sits by the side of the pool. Just then, a person comes there. Lingze was sitting and watching all this. He absolutely didn't like any other person seeing her in a short dress. So he quickly comes there and, on the pretext of talking, takes her to the changing room where he gives her a towel to cover herself. In the next scene, Siyu and Wang also keep planning how to impress Lingze. But because of this, they both come close to each other, and Wang starts to like Siyu, but he doesn't say anything about it and keeps trying to get Siyu close to Lingze. In the next scene, Shu Yu was walking angrily in the rain when she meets Lingze on the way, who asks her, "Why are you upset?" But she doesn't tell him anything. Then Lingze takes her to a secret place where he used to go when he was sad. Now he takes Shu Yu to a phone booth and says, "Whatever is in your heart, whatever you can't say to anyone, say all those things to yourself through this phone." Shu Yu does so and says everything on her mind. Now Shu Yu feels proud of this because she did what her heart said and not according to people. Lingze was waiting for her. As soon as Shu Yu comes out, Lingze hugs her. Shu Yu also felt very relaxed now. They both now sit on a bench where Lingze tells Shu Yu, "I was waiting for your final decision, but now I can't wait anymore." Then he tells Shu Yu, "Come to the bar tomorrow." Shu Yu coming to the bar meant that she was ready for the relationship with Lingze. So Lingze books a special table for Shu Yu at the bar. On the other side, Shu Yu had also gotten ready to go to the bar. In the next scene, Lingze starts his performance. Now the performance ends, but Shu Yu doesn't arrive there. Then we see a past scene where Shu Yu had come to the bar before Lingze arrived. There, she found a diary on the counter in which names of many girls were written. Shu Yu's name was also there, with which it was written, "Shu Yu is a girl who doesn't like challenges." Just then, Siyu comes there and tells Shu Yu, "These are the names of all the girls who like Lingze." Hearing this, Shu Yu thinks Lingze wrote all of this himself. Now she concludes, Lingze is a playboy, and leaves from there. Now, in the present scene, Lingze asks Shu Yu the reason for not coming to the bar, but Shu Yu doesn't tell him anything and says, "Stay away from me," because she didn't want to get hurt again. Lingze also doesn't understand why Shu Yu is behaving like this. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to dinner with Feng. She drinks a lot there because she didn't want to stay away from Lingze. Now, seeing her in such a state, Feng puts Shu Yu in a cab and sends her home, where Shu Yu reaches the apartment but instead of the apartment goes to the park. The guard there tells Shu Yu, "Go home," but she doesn't listen to anything. Shu Yu, drunk, calls Lingze and summons him there. Lingze takes her to his flat and makes her sleep there. In the next scene, Lingze asks Shu Yu for a clear answer, so Shu Yu says, "You are a playboy, and I don't want to be in a relationship with you." Hearing this, Lingze is very hurt. and they also have an argument. In the next scene, Yunxi calls Shu Yu to the hospital because his mom was having surgery, and she wanted to meet Shu Yu first, as she didn't know about the breakup. In the next scene, Yu again gets ready and comes to meet Lingay, but Lingay ignores her, and in this process, Yu injures her foot, so Lingay takes her to the hospital. Yunxi and Shu Yu are also there. Shu Yu feels uncomfortable seeing Yu and Lingze here. Then Yu says, "I am dating Lingze." Hearing this, Lingze leaves from there and tells Wang, "Drop Yu home." In the next scene, Yunxi asks Shu Yu, "Let's do a wedding shoot," because his mom wanted to get the shoot done before her surgery. Shu Yu also agrees to this. In the next scene, Shu Yu is getting ready and doing a photo shoot when Lingze sees Shu Yu with Yunxi and doesn't feel good at all. Shu Yu also doesn't feel good seeing him, but Lingze leaves from there. In the next scene, Feng gets a fever. When Shu Wei finds out about this, he doesn't let her go to the office and takes care of her. He was trying his best to keep Feng away from past memories and make her happy, but now Feng had realized that Shu Wei liked her. But Feng didn't want to accept this because they were not of the same age, and she considered Shu Wei her younger brother. In the next scene, Shu Yu was celebrating the success of her project when Mr. Zhai gives her a reward to go to a place and also says, "Take Lingze with you." Now, Shu Yu, at Mr. Zhai's behest, asks Lingze, "Come with me?" But Lingze refuses, saying, "I don't have time." Shu Yu hadn't thought he would refuse her, so she leaves from there. In the next scene, Feng gets a message to come to a party and her ex-husband was also going to be at that party, who had also married his ex-girlfriend. So Feng didn't want to go in front of her husband because she hadn't married yet. Shu Wei explains to Feng, "Until you face the past, you cannot move on. That's why you should go to the dinner." In the next scene, Shu Yu and her team reach the place where Mr. Zhai had sent them for a holiday. Feng had given Shu Yu a beautiful dress so she could impress someone. On the other side, Lingze had also arrived there, but Shu Yu didn't know this. Now Shu Yu is shocked to see Lingze, but Yu had also followed Lingze there. In the next scene, Feng also reaches the classmates' party, but Shu Wei hadn't arrived there yet. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Feng's ex-husband's wife starts making fun of her. Just then, Shu Wei also arrives there and everyone starts looking at him because he was quite good-looking. Shu Wei now gifts Feng a painting he made with his own hands, in which there was a very good painting of Feng. Seeing this, his ex-husband's wife gets very jealous, but Feng is very happy. In the next scene, Shu Yu and Lingze were roasting sausages when Shu Yu's finger touches the hot pan, and she quickly throws water on it. Now Shu Yu was hurt, but Lingze was more worried about her, so he comes to Shu Yu to help her and asks her, "Do you really think I am some playboy?" Shu Yu doesn't answer, but just then, Yu comes there. But as soon as she arrives, Lingze leaves from there. So Yu tells Shu Yu, "I will try my best to win Lingze's heart tonight." Hearing this, Shu Yu says, "You were the one who told me Lingze is a playboy." Yu says, "Oh, I was just kidding," and Lingze's friend wrote all those names. Hearing this, Shu Yu doesn't feel good because she had taken the joke seriously and considered Lingze a playboy and had been trying to ignore him for so long. In the next scene, everyone plays a game planned by Wang and Yu. According to the game's rules, Lingze had to kiss Yu, hearing which, Shu Yu thinks Lingze will really kiss her. So she starts feeling uncomfortable and leaves from there, making an excuse of a call. Lingze knew that Shu Yu had intentionally left from there, so he also goes after her, but Yu doesn't like seeing all this at all. Lingze tells Shu Yu, "I like you, and I know you like me too." Then he clarifies, "It's not like what you are thinking." Now all of Shu Yu's doubts were also cleared, so she gives Lingze a positive smile. Seeing this, Lingze kisses her. In the next scene, Feng drinks a lot, and in her drunken state, she asks Shu Wei, "Do you like me?" As soon as Shu Wei says yes, Feng falls on him and kisses him. In the next scene, Yu, wearing a very hot nightie, goes towards Lingze's room, but Lingze wasn't there. He was still with Shu Yu. Then he gives Shu Yu a gift that he had specially bought for Shu Yu. They both now spend the whole night together, and Lingze sleeps in Shu Yu's room instead of his own. The next morning, Yu reaches Shu Yu's room to check, because when she went to Lingze's room, he wasn't there, so Yu doubted that Lingze would be with Shu Yu. Seeing Yu there, Shu Yu quickly hides Lingze in the cupboard because she didn't want to tell anyone yet that she was in a relationship with Lingze, because Shu Yu feared that people's opinions might affect their relationship. Now Yu leaves from there, and she tells Lingze everything. Lingze also agrees for her happiness. "We will keep our relationship secret." In the next scene, Shu Wei is reminding Feng about what happened between them last night, but Feng had forgotten everything and doesn't give any positive response. Seeing this, Shu Wei is hurt. Now Fing understood that it wasn't right for Shu Wei to stay, so she books an apartment for him and forcibly starts sending him there. Just then, Shu Wei confesses his feelings, but Feng tries to ignore his words and sends him away from there. Shu Wei is very sad. Now after he leaves, Feng opens her fridge and sees that Shu Wei had prepared food for her for 3 days. Seeing all this, Feng feels bad because she also didn't want to send him away, but she was helpless due to their age difference and family relations. In the next scene, Shu Yu invites Lingay for dinner. Si Yu sees all this. Now after Lingay leaves, Si Yu gets angry with Shu Yu because Shu Yu had hidden from her that she was dating Lingay. In the next scene, Si Yu calls Wang because she was very sad. Now Wang goes back to the office and his mood was also bad, and he talks to Lingay. Even after Si Yu got injured, Lingay wasn't caring about her feelings at all. But Lingay had found out Wang has started liking Si Yu, so he tells Wang, if you like Si Yu, then tell her. Why don't you? In the next scene, Lingay invites Shu Yu to a party where very big businessmen were going to come. In the next scene, Shu Yu gets ready, wearing the dress given by Lingay. Just then, she gets a call from Yunxi. On the other side, Si Yu goes to Lingay and says, what do I lack that you didn't choose me? Lingay says, there's a world of difference between you and Shu Yu. Hearing this, Si Yu starts insulting Shu Yu, but Lingay doesn't let her say anything. In the next scene, Shu Yu was in the hospital because Yunxi's mom's surgery was about to start in some time, and she wanted to meet Shu Yu. So Shu Yu goes to the hospital instead of the party. But when Lingay gets Shu Yu's message, he brings food to the hospital. But when he sees Yunxi and Shu Yu together, he gives the food at the reception and leaves from there. In the next scene, Si Yu was also very sad on the roadside. Just then, Wang comes there and carries Si Yu on his back and takes her home and tries to make her understand. Lingay genuinely loves Shu Yu, but Si Yu gets angry with him too and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu reaches the office and meets Lingay, where they are very happy to see each other and kiss each other. In the next scene, Shu Wei was making Feng's painting when he hears Feng's voice, who had come to meet him. As soon as Shu Wei hears Feng's voice, he starts to go out when a candle falls and the painting catches fire. He gets scared seeing the painting. He didn't want Feng's painting to burn, so he tries to extinguish the fire, but the fire had spread a lot. Just then, Feng comes there and tries to stop him. She is shocked to see how much Shu Wei tried to save my painting, seeing which she realizes he loves me very much. In the next scene, Yunxi was committing fraud with the manager of the company Lingay had invested in, and he was doing all this because he wanted to get Lingay out of the company and get Shu Yu back. In the next scene, Lingay was checking company documents and felt something was wrong, so he tells Wang to check again. In the next scene, Feng goes to an amusement park with Shu Wei. Shu Wei had always wanted to go there because when he was young, he used to come with Shu Yu and Feng. Shu Wei says, I like you, but I won't force you to be in a relationship, and I will wait until you come to me. Hearing this, Feng gets sad because she had also started liking him, but Shu Wei didn't know this. In the next scene, Shu Wei goes to Shu Yu's apartment for dinner, but Lingay was already there. Shu Yu doesn't tell Shu Wei about her relationship because she needed a little more time. In the next scene, Lingay tells his company's director about the irregularities in the investment company, and Lingay couldn't understand what was wrong. The director tells him, take help from this person. When the director gives Lingay the card, Lingay becomes a little unstable. In the next scene, the person Lingay was going to take help from enters, and it's none other than Lingay's ex-girlfriend, whose name was Tang, who had left Lingay a few years ago. Now Lingay had come to meet her at a hotel. Tang had married a big businessman because she wanted to become a big businesswoman through his money. Now she had become a businesswoman and had also divorced the person for whom she had left Lingay. Like Lingay, Tang was also a very smart and skilled businesswoman, so Luo had told him to take help from Tang. Now Lingay knew that Tang wouldn't work without profit, so he offers her company shares, but Tang refuses and wanted something else from him. Lingay understands. She wants to get close to me again, so Lingay ignores her and leaves. In the next scene, Lingay goes to meet Shu Yu because she was unwell. Lingay takes great care of Shu Yu. Just then, Lingay gets a call from Wang, who tells him Si Yu has gone somewhere. So Lingay and Shu Yu go with Wang to find her. In the next scene, Si Yu had gone to the island where she met Lingay and was remembering the memory. Then we see a past scene where Si Yu and Lingay had come to the same restaurant. The food Si Yu orders was already ordered by Lingay, and it was the last piece. So Si Yu goes to Lingay and says, give me that dish. In return, I will get you a whole meal free. But Lingay refuses her, so Si Yu goes back to her table. But after a while, the waiter brings the same dish to Si Yu, and Lingay himself had sent this dish for her and had left from there. Yu is impressed by Lingzhe's behavior, but Lingzhe was not interested in her at all. Now, in the present scene, Yu understands. I cannot forcibly make Lingzhe mine, and Lingzhe only likes Shu Yu. Now, Lingzhe, Shu Yu, and Wang had also reached the island where Yu requests Lingzhe, have lunch with me one last time. Now Yu orders the same dish for Lingzhe that Lingzhe had ordered for her. Now Yu tells him, after today, I will never come after you again. With this, everything is resolved. In the next scene, Shu Wei is painting for the company. Feng doesn't like this at all. She gets angry with him. Shu Wei tries to pacify her, but Feng gets in the car and leaves from there. So Shu Wei also chases her and rides his cycle very fast. But Feng's car speed was very high, so Shu Wei gets tired and sits down. Very sad. But just then, Feng arrives there, seeing whom Shu Wei is happy and explains to her, I wanted to do something for you. So Feng tells him, don't do these small jobs, and kisses Shu Wei, meaning she had now accepted Shu Wei's love. In the next scene, Tang goes to Lingzhe's cabin and gets close to him on the pretext of putting on his tie. Now Feng also comes to the office, and Wang tells her about Tang. So Feng goes to Lingzhe and tells Tang, leave from here. But Lingzhe was ignoring her words. Then Feng tells Lingzhe, if you cheat on Shu Yu, it will not be good for you at all. Lingzhe tells her, I will never break Shu Yu's trust. In the next scene, Lingzhe had invited Shu Yu to the bar to watch his performance. Tang arrives there. Lingzhe's friends are not at all happy to see her. They ask Tang, what have you come here to do? Just then, Lingzhe starts introducing Shu Yu to everyone, and Lingzhe's friends also start calling Shu Yu sister-in-law to make Tang feel jealous. Tang also understands Shu Yu and Lingzhe are in a relationship. Then Tang starts telling Shu Yu that she was the one who introduced Lingzhe to the bar when Tang and Lingzhe started getting close 10 years ago, and she had made a plan with her other friends. But everyone was very angry with Tang for leaving without telling. Now Lingzhe starts his performance and first introduces Shu Yu. After the performance ends, a boy from the audience recognizes Tang, and he, being a fan of singing, asks Tang, please perform. But Lingzhe didn't want to perform with her. But on Lisa's insistence, please agree. He agrees. Now Tang intentionally sings the song that Lingzhe had written for her. Seeing this, Shu Yu feels uncomfortable and leaves from there without telling anyone. In the next scene, Lingzhe goes to meet Shu Yu and makes Shu Yu feel comfortable, saying, whatever was between Tang and me was in the past, and now all of that is over. In the next scene, Feng is doing office work at her home, and Shu Wei is preparing lunch for her. Now they both start kissing each other when Shu Yu comes there and sees them kissing. Shu Yu can't believe it, thinking, Shu Wei and Feng are in a relationship? Now Shu Wei tells her, we are both serious. So Shu Yu leaves from there angrily because neither of them had told her. Now Shu Wei and Feng try to pacify Shu Yu, but she doesn't listen to them and leaves from there. In the next scene, Tang calls Lingzhe and tries to trap him with her words, but Lingzhe ignores her. In the next scene, Lingzhe takes Shu Yu to dinner with his bar friends. Just then, he gets a call from Tang, who calls him to meet on the pretext of work, due to which Lingzhe has to leave the dinner unwillingly. In the next scene, Tang discusses the fraud with Lingzhe. After the work is finished, Lingzhe tells her, you can leave now. But just then, Tang has an asthma attack, and she hadn't brought her inhaler with her. Lingzhe thinks she genuinely had an asthma attack, but he doesn't understand. What should I do? So he starts to loosen the lace of her top so she can breathe. Just then, Shu Yu also comes there and opens Tang's top. As soon as Tang sees Shu Yu, she becomes fine because she was faking the attack, but she had done it to attract Lingzhe. Now, Shu Yu insults her and takes Lingzhe away from there. In the next scene, Yu goes for a walk with Wang. Now she tells him, let's end our contact, because she didn't get what she had sought Wang's help for. Hearing this, Wang doesn't feel good because he liked Yu and didn't want to leave her. But Yu also liked Wang, but she didn't know that Wang also liked her, and she thought, Wang probably doesn't want to be in this relationship either. Then Yu takes Wang to a glass bridge, but Wang was scared to walk on the bridge, so Yu fakes a sprained ankle to bring him onto the bridge. Seeing Yu in pain, Wang quickly comes to her, but now Yu's foot slips, and she falls on top of Wang, where they end up kissing, which makes Yu blush and leave from there. In the next scene, Lingzhe had a meeting with Tang, and he had to go out with Tang for a day, for which Shu Yu also gives him permission. In the next scene, Shu Wei doesn't like seeing Feng working at all because he hadn't been able to achieve anything for Feng. So he takes his painting to an artist. The artist tells him to keep his painting and also says, if someone likes this painting, I will display your painting in the upcoming exhibition in Paris. In the next scene, Si Yu goes to a village to meet Wang because he wasn't picking up her calls. Wang was trying to stay away from her because he thought, Si Yu is a girl from a wealthy family. She won't be able to adjust with me. In the next scene, Lingay is on a business trip with Tang. Just then, Shu Yu comes there. Lingza is very happy to see her because today was Lingza's birthday, so she had come wearing a beautiful white dress for him. Then Lingza meets Shu Yu and goes to his meeting. In the next scene, Shu Yu starts preparing a surprise for Lingzay. She also arranges a band for Lingzay, and Shu Yu had also written a song for Lingzay. Now Shu Yu waits a lot for Lingzay, but he doesn't come. In the next scene, Lingzay had brought Tang to the hospital because she had an asthma attack. He stays with her till night, but when Tang's condition improves, he immediately comes to Shu Yu, where Shu Yu was still waiting for him. Lingzay is happy to see the decoration and even happier to hear Shu Yu's song. But as the waiter brings the cake, Shu Yu says, "Happy birthday." Seeing this, Lingza becomes unstable and leaves from there without saying anything. Just then, the box he had placed on the table falls from his hand, in which Shu Yu had brought a mug she made for him with her own hands. Shu Yu doesn't understand. Why is he behaving like this? Now, when she picks up the box and looks, the mug was broken, which makes Shu Yu upset. In the next scene, Lingzi starts remembering his past memories. Then we see a past scene when Lingzi had participated in a piano competition, and his mom and dad had also come to see it. But just then, the police take Lingzay's dad away, and after that, Lingzay's mom also dies. Now, in the present scene, Lingzay, after feeling a bit better, goes back to Shu Yu, but there he sees the broken mug. Seeing it, he calls Shu Yu, but Shu Yu was very hurt, so she takes her belongings and leaves for home and tells Lingzay a lie. "Mr. Zhai has called me for a meeting tomorrow, so I came." In the next scene, Wang meets Si Yu. Even after so much effort, he couldn't stay away from her, so he doesn't propose to her, but definitely shows that he also likes her, which makes Si Yu very happy. In the next scene, Shu Yu plays a game with Lisa at the bar. Then Shu Yu tells her everything. Lisa says, once Lingzay, when he was drunk, mentioned that on the day of his birthday, the police took his dad away. And what happened after that? I don't know. And after that day, Lingzay has never celebrated his birthday till today. So Shu Yu also wanted to know the reason for this. In the next scene, Shu Wei also reaches the artist with his painting, and the painting is put up in the exhibition, but the artist doesn't particularly like the painting, so Shu Wei gets sad. In the next scene, Lingzay tells Shu Yu, "After my dad was taken by the police, my mom went into depression and my mom committed suicide. That's why, after that, I have never celebrated my birthday till today, because all these bad memories come back to him." Hearing all this, Shu Yu makes Lingza feel comfortable, and now she was not angry with him either. In the next scene, Shu Wei tells Feng, "The artist rejected my painting," but after that, he becomes happy. Now we see a past scene when Shu Wei was returning after leaving the painting. Just then, a person comes and asks, "Who made this painting?" Actually, he was a very big artist, and he gets this painting displayed in the exhibition happening in Paris, which makes Shu Wei very happy, and he accepts the offer. Now, in the present scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to see the painting, and he himself also chooses a dress for Feng. Now, when they go to see the painting, everyone was praising Feng because Shu Wei's painting was the main attraction of the whole exhibition. Feng now goes and sees the painting and is shocked because Shu Wei had made her painting. Seeing all this, she gets very emotional. In the next scene, Tang calls Lingzay and reminds him of past memories, but Lingzay says, "I will not fall for your words, and I like Shu Yu very much." Hearing this, Tang says, "You can go," because she understood that she was now very far from Lingza and was wasting her time. In the next scene, Tang invites all her friends for dinner, but everyone was still angry with her, so she explains the whole thing. "If I hadn't done all this, I wouldn't have had any future." But everyone decides that whatever happened, they should remember it as a memory, and they forgive Tang. Now, after dinner, Tang leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Wei had received a call from someone who wanted to purchase the painting and was ready to pay a high amount for it. Hearing all this, Shu Wei is very happy. In the next scene, when Shu Yu's dad finds out about Lingzay, he gets angry with Shu Yu. Now Shu Yu's dad goes to meet Lingzay. At first, dad talks strictly to Lingzay, but then he talks to him nicely. Now, after drinking, they both behave like friends with each other. In the next scene, Shu Yu's dad takes lunch for her. He is very happy to see Shu Yu's cabin because he loved Shu Yu very much. Now, because Shu Yu is in a meeting, Dad can't meet her, so Dad leaves the lunch on the table and goes from there. Now, Shu Yu sees the lunch on the table and calls her mom. Then she finds out the whole story. "Your dad had brought a lunchbox for you." Hearing this, she is happy. Now Dad tells Shu Yu, "Invite Lingza home." In the next scene, Shu Yu takes Lingza to her house where Shu Yu's dad likes Lingza a lot. After a while, Feng and Shu Wei also arrive there, and everyone has lunch together. Now, Shu Yu shows Lingay her room. On the other side, Feng and Shu Wei were roaming around, where Shu Wei starts kissing Feng. But Shu Wei's dad sees this scene and is shocked because he considered Feng Shu Wei's sister. Now dad starts beating Shu Wei, and dad was not yet ready to accept this relationship. In the next scene, Lingay goes to a New Year party, where Shu Yu also goes wearing a beautiful dress. Now Lingze calls Shu Yu to the terrace, where Shu Yu gives him a diary, and Lingay also gives her his mom's bracelet. Then, they both kiss each other. In the next scene, Yunxi knew about Shu Yu and Lingzhe's relationship. All of Yunxi's plans had failed, but he still puts a spy behind Shu Yu and Lingzhe, who secretly clicks their photo. Now Yunxi posts their photo on the internet and writes, Shu Yu made a physical relationship with Lingzhe for her own benefit, and Lingzhe was also interested in Shu Yu. When everyone finds out about this, their image is greatly affected. In the next scene, Mr. Zai stops the project for a few days, and because of this news, no one was willing to invest in this company, which meant Lingzhe's job could be at risk. In the next scene, Feng and Shu Wei think Shu Yu's mood will be bad because of this news, so they go to her apartment to cheer her up and make dinner for her. But Shu Yu's mood is not bad because she and Lingzhe are perfectly fine and stand by each other in every situation. Besides, Lingzhe already knew that Yunxi was behind all this. In the next scene, Shu Yu's dad meets Lingzhe and tells him, "Whatever happens, I am with you. Now you are also a member of our family." Hearing this, Lingzhe gets emotional because he hadn't thought, "I would get so much love and support from Shu Yu's family." In the next scene, Lingzhe was somehow trying to fix everything. He was facing all this alone, which Shu Yu didn't like, and she plans a surprise for Lingzhe. In the next scene, Lisa calls Lingzhe and asks him to come to the bar. Only Shu Yu and Lingzhe's friends were at the bar. Shu Yu sings a song for Lingzhe here and proposes to him, but Lingzhe doesn't give any answer to her proposal because he was thinking, if my job is gone, how will I take care of Shu Yu? So he doesn't accept the proposal and wants to fix everything first. Seeing all this, Shu Yu gets upset, but she doesn't let Lingzhe feel it. In the next scene, Shu Yu knew there must be a reason behind not accepting the proposal, so she is not very angry with him, but she was feeling a little bad. In the next scene, an investor was ready to invest in the company. Actually, Lingzhe had talked to that investor before. That investor knew Lingzhe's skills, so he wanted Lingzhe to work in his company. Lingzhe also agrees to this, but because of this, Lingzhe had to go abroad, and Shu Yu didn't know this. In the next scene, Si Yu tells Shu Yu about Lingzhe going abroad. She gets upset and goes to an island with the company, which makes Lingzhe think that Shu Yu has gone there to live. So he also goes after Shu Yu. But Shu Yu tells him, "I came here on a business trip." In the next scene, Dad accepts Shu Wei and Feng's relationship, which makes them both very happy. In the next scene, Yunxi comes to meet Shu Yu because he had realized that he had done very wrong with Lingzhe and Shu Yu, so he apologizes to Shu Yu for every mistake. Shu Yu also forgives him and tells him, "Move on," and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu is sitting with Feng and is very upset about Lingzhe going abroad, and she doesn't even know if Lingzhe will propose to her or not. In the next scene, Lingzhe calls Shu Yu in the evening. Shu Yu thinks everyone has gathered for Lingzhe's farewell party, but when Shu Yu reaches there, the whole bar is decorated, and all their friends are there because they knew about Lingzhe's plan. Now Lingzhe proposes to Shu Yu in front of everyone, which makes Shu Yu very happy, and she accepts the proposal. Everyone is very happy to see them. Now Lingzhe promises Shu Yu, "I will return from abroad after 1 month and marry you," hearing which, Shu Yu and he hug each other and both kiss each other. In the next scene, after a few years they both get married, and they also had a cute baby to whom they are telling a bedtime story, and here the drama has a happy ending.